Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bakar Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, I came out to the preacher's word in truth and in sincerity. There's a lot of unjust laws being passed. The UN passed a bill that anybody that's going against the mainstream media narrative, they're going to be ostracized, cast out, punished. And that's going into the family of the word. Them unjust laws that's spoken about in Isaiah the 10th chapter, the 1st verse, on down. Hey man, that's this devil, man. We're at 2 Corinthians 2:11. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. This devil has a lot of trickery up his sleeve, man. Meanwhile, he's sharper than that sword. And a lot of you jakes, you're not taking heed to what's going on. Y'all just want to party. Just the other day, the 4th of July, which should not be celebrated by any Israelite. You had a lot of shootings in Chicago, shootings in the Bronx, in New York. You had a lot of shootings, man, going on, man. Because you cannot distinguish gunfire from fireworks when they go off, because they sound similar. So a lot of shootings took place, a lot of deaths, mainly in Chicago. 49 people shot, 8 dead, mostly the women, it was a couple of women, like 3 or 4 women that got shot to shit, It is what it is, man. And that sword is being sharpened, and not only is the spirit of vengeance out there in Chicago, but in New York, in California, and it's going to get worse as the summer prolongs, as the summer progresses, and gets hotter and hotter. People are going to be getting agitated, and they're going to be out here doing all kind of manner of wickedness, And hey, man, like it says in Ezekiel 21 verse 9. That sword is being sharpened, and being furbished. And it has been given into the hands of the slave. It has been given into the hands of the slave. Who's the slave? Esau, the so-called white man, which is the wicked. Why did King David pray in Psalm 17 verse 13 for the Lord to deliver him from the wicked, which is that sword, for men, which is thy hand? He's talking about the international bankers, man. Esau, the wicked. To prove that Esau is the wicked, Malachi the 1st chapter, the 4th verse. Job 9:24. Who's running the society right now, man? It sure ain't Moab, which is the so-called white man, so-called Chinese man. It sure ain't Ham, with some so-called Africans. It's the so-called white man that's running the show. Started with the international bankers. The first fruits is going to be enslaved, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, the 14th verse. You can't get around this. You can't get around this, devil. And I hope you understand that your ass is going into slavery, and after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, you're going to be Obadiah 1:18. You're going to be Obadiah 1:18. There's nothing you can do about it. But just take the punishment, bitch. We were punished for our iniquity. You don't think you're going to be punished for all the atrocities, for all the blood you done shed? You're going to face your judgment. No getting around that, man. You're going to face your judgment. You see, Jake have no business out there celebrating no goddamn 4th of July, Independence Day. You was not, that bill was not signed into law for y'all, for us. Because during that time, we always enslaved, picking cotton, getting our ass beat. So that bill wasn't for us. And furthermore, 1776 was the birth of the Illuminati. They don't tell you that shit, that 1776 was the birth of the Illuminati. They ain't gonna tell you that. I gotta be mindful of that pothole that I swerve going to work in the morning, because it be still dark when I'm going to work. I gotta be mindful. I just swerve the big ass pothole. So it's like it being sidetracked, but I had to make a mental note in my head. But yeah. What's happening is The Lord is setting you jakes up that's out there that's not taking heed. You get your ass handed to you by Esau. The Lord appointed 4 kinds of deaths, man. Pursuant to Jeremiah, the 15th chapter, the first verse on down to the 3rd verse. The Lord set up 4 kinds of deaths, man, for you niggas, man. The sword to slay, the captivity for the captivity, you know, famine to the famine, and for death for death unto death. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around that. If that's your lot, man. If that's your lot to get put to death, that's your lot, man. There's no getting around that. You know? Hitting all these bumps and everything, making the camera go crazy. You know? Yeah, man. Shit is starting to get real hectic out here. And as it get warmer, the weather's starting to get real muggy and nasty. That's why people is always out in the streets. And when there's people out in the streets 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, another thing I acknowledged. You know, when I'm going to work in the morning, I see faces out there, you know, sometime I'm going to work, I'm getting on the road to go to work. 4:30, I see the same faces out there. And then when I come home from work at 2:30, sometime 3, I see these people out here with the same clothes on. So I'm acknowledging this right here. You and they police see you? You and they police see what you're doing? I mean, our people are destroyed, man. They just out there, you know? But that sword is coming. Pursuant to, like I said earlier in this lesson, pursuant to Ezekiel 21 verse 9, the Lord is allowing Esau to sharpen that sword to bring forth his judgment. The Lord kills and make alive, man. Deuteronomy 39th chapter, 32 verse 39. The Lord kills and make alive, man. He wounds and he heals. The problem with you niggas out there, y'all don't fear the Lord, man. Why do you think the Lord said in Jeremiah 5:22, fear ye not me, saith the Lord? Because Jake have a fear of the Lord through the precepts of men. If God loves everybody, if God is all love, why I gotta fear God that's loving and caring and don't get angry? They fear Satan more than they fear the Most High. And the Lord controls Satan. He's one of the sons of the Most High. But try to tell one of these wacky tacky ass Christians that, man. They can look at you and you got 10 heads. It is what it is, man. Jake is lost, man. Hosea 4:6. Our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. And like it says in Jeremiah 4 verse 22, the Lord called us sottish, which means stupid. My people are sottish, they have not known me. Because had you known the Lord and the Lord characteristics of how he gets mad and how he'll fuck your ass up if you go off, you be in fear and trembling. And you try your best not to go off. You try your best to observe the Lord's statutes and commandments to the best of your ability. You will follow the ways of the scriptures. If you fear the Lord, if you truly knew the Lord, man. But you people don't know the Lord. That's what you do, the things you do. You commit adultery, you gangbang, you sell drugs, you smoke drugs, you use drugs, you know, you defraud people with that PPP loan, man. That shit was a big defraud that a lot of niggas took part of, man. Trying to defraud the government. Now the government's, the roosters are coming home, the chickens are coming home to roost, so to speak. Because now, people are getting arrested. I ain't gonna mention no names. People are getting arrested. I mean, what this dude is doing? It is what it is, man. And it's time to wake up, man. It's time to wake up and get right, man. It's time to open your eyes. But you niggas ain't gonna open your spiritual eyes, man. You're gonna remain in that deep sleep until the Lord comes back, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance, pursuant to Isaiah 6 and 9, man. You're gonna remain in that state, man. That deep, dark, that abyss of darkness, man. You're gonna remain in that low-level state that low vibrational state, whereas you can't get right because the Lord don't want you. You have been rejected of the Lord Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Things to consider, man. These are things you need to consider. Get right, man. What happened in Chicago on the 4th of July, man, you niggas had no business out there flipping burgers and putting pork on the grill and turning over Franks and engaging in fireworks and all that, man. That had nothing to do with you, man. But you niggas love to celebrate. You niggas love to party. You niggas love to get down and have a good time, man. Any chance you get to, like this Juneteenth shit, man, that came about in June 9th, June 19th, whatever the fuck that shit is. A lot of you jicks was out there celebrating, doing Franks and pork on the grill again. Like I said, anytime a Jacob get a chance to celebrate or to throw some food on the grill, they're gonna do so, man. They don't do it for just to eat. They do it because they celebrating something. Some kind of pagan festival that Esau done conjured up. I tell you, man, when the Lord bring that sword, when the Lord allowed Esau to show them horns, a lot of you niggas are gonna get fucked up, man. You're deserving. A lot of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that's out there, you're gonna get fucked up because you're deserving. You're not taking heed to the prophets. The prophets are out there. If you don't run across a live camp on the streets, you run across videos. Everybody got BitChute. Everybody got Odyssey. Everybody got Instagram. Hell, I be seeing videos on TikTok. Brothers posting videos on TikTok. Everybody love using TikTok. Posting their videos. And you know the crazy thing? These jakes post their videos to scoff and scorn on TikTok. But then there's videos of Israelites on TikTok. Nothing goes unpunished. No idle word goes unheard. Everybody receives their judgment in due time. So you acting a fool, doing things that's contrary to the scriptures, bucking up against the prophets, demonizing the prophets. There's a whole campaign on TikTok of videos, and the elder Benatazak of South Carolina, he's putting up a lot of videos of mainly women scoffing and scorning, talking shit. But in the day when the Lord allows Yahweh Shai to crack through skies, all bets is off, man. There's not gonna be no scoffing and scorning. There's not gonna be nobody talking shit. Everybody's gonna be begging for some kind of salvation, begging for some kind of deliverance. Because all hell's gonna be breaking loose in this society. And you better believe it, man. And everybody that get caught up, you're not innocent, but you're gonna have some men that's men of the Lord may get caught up, but that's prophecy. They're gonna be martyrs for this word, man. They're gonna give up their life for the word of Yahweh Shah. But anybody else outside of the elect that get caught up, and the Lord gonna deliver the elect, even if they get beheaded, because it's talking about getting beheaded, and the Most High can raise you back up. They're gonna be the first ones on the chariots if He don't raise you back up. But for the 2/3 that get caught up in them concentration camps, that burning wrath of a great multitude, spoken about in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 68 on down, that burning wrath of a great multitude, man, that's going to be kindled over you niggas, man. They're going to face the wrath of Esau, which is nothing other than the wrath of the Most High, using Esau to bring judgment on you niggas, man. Keep thinking everything is a joke. Keep thinking everything is about fun and games, celebrating, partying, bullshitting, flipping burgers on the grill, putting pork on the grill, pork ribs and all that crazy shit, man. Hey, my neighbor, you know, not to put it out there like that, but my neighbor, you know, He's a Jamaican dude. I ain't gonna call him a Benjamin. He's a Jamaican dude. He had a party going on the 4th of July. And when he see my car pull up, you know, and because his gate, I can see over his gate. If my landlord don't cut the bushes, I gotta peek over. But he saw when I came in. Say that, yo, my brother, man, what's up, man? You know, we wanna come through, man, enjoying the festivities and have a good time, man. We got beers, you know, we got drinks, we got food. We wanna come through. Matter of fact, here, take this inside with you, man. I opened up the plate. I threw that shit straight in the garbage. Shrimps, fucking piece of pork ribs. He had shrimps, pork ribs, scallions, them little round things that they call scallions. I'm like, what the fuck? I threw that shit in the garbage off the top and washed my hands like, God damn. I think I'm gonna go to a fucking place where they got all kind of bamboo things on the grill, and they tell you in Leviticus not to touch swine. It is what it is, man, with these jakes, man. And then he gonna have the audacity to ask me when he saw me coming out. Cause I was like, all right, I'm not gonna cook, because when he was doing the barbecue, it was the end of the Sabbath, going into the new moon, which was Friday. And we're in the Sabbath now, the new moon now. So I can't cook. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get me something to eat. Yeah, how was that meal, bro? She was good, bro. Thanks, I appreciate you. I ain't gonna tell him nothing, man. I just threw that shit away, man. I wrapped it up and threw it away. Jake is gone, man. Celebrating some shit that you was in slavery when it was taking place. Salakia for the ramble. Salakia, you know, for me ranting on. But these are things for you Jakes out there to consider, man. The Lord is allowing these spirits out here, which is created for vengeance, to do their thing, man. Look what happened on the 4th of July in the Bronx, throughout different locations in Brooklyn, in Queens. Look what happened in Chicago. Look what happened in Detroit. All these shootings, man. That was judgment from the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. And we were out there, and you can't distinguish the firecrackers from the gunfire. And that's when Jay get the most wickedest, man. They be out there doing all kind of madness, man. I've ranted enough. Salaki for the rant. I brought out some scriptures. Abba Ratazayu Akimat was edified. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom.